Before we get into the installation, there is a risk of you bricking your device if you do not install Cyanogenmod correctly. You will also lose your warranty, so do this at your own risk. Also, make sure your phone has at least 60% battery. Other than that, let's begin. You are going to need a computer, preferably Windows. I'll be using my Samsung Galaxy S4, however I'll be doing this tutorial without wiping my phone. You can use any other Android device with the tutorial, as long as Cyanogenmod supports your device. You will need a USB cable for your device, but make sure the cable is not damaged, as if the cable fails during the flash, your device will become bricked. So make sure you're using a non-damaged cable. And lastly, we'll be using a micro SD card to put our files on. You can use another method to install Cyanogenmod without an SD card, however we will be using one. Go to your settings and scroll down until you find About Phone, and click on that. Then look for your device model. We are going to need that to search for Cyanogenmod. On your PC, go to Google and type in your device model, and then put Cyanogenmod. You are then going to want to click the first link that appears. Make sure the website is cyanogenmod.org. You should see your device picture and info on the right hand side of the site, and make sure the model is correct. If it is, then your device is compatible with Cyanogenmod. There are two options, development and release. For this tutorial, we are going to be using development as it has the latest version of Android. The nightlies can be unstable, however you can download the release if you're fine with an older version of Android. So go ahead and download the latest nightly. Next, you're going to want to go back to the page with all the phone's information and scroll down until you find how to install Cyanogenmod. Now you're going to download Heimdall, which is the first step on the page. After you've downloaded Heimdall, you're going to want to download the recovery for your phone. My personal favourite is T-Warp, so I'm going to use that for the tutorial. On the site, you'll search for your device. However, there'll be more than one device, so go back to Cyanogenmod's installation page and scroll up to the top where you'll find the device name. You are then going to click on T-Warp that matches your device name. Once you've done that, scroll down until you see Download Links Primary Recommended. You are going to want to download the latest .image file, like this one. Now that we've downloaded that, we are going to move the 3 files we downloaded to the desktop, so we know where they are. Then we're going to extract the Heimdall zip and extract it to the desktop. Do not extract the Cyanogenmod zip, as the zip will just be placed on the SD card. Once Heimdall is extracted, you're going to want to rename the TWRP file to recovery.image, like so. Then you're going to place the recovery.image in the main file of Heimdall. The last thing to download is GApps. You will need this to get the Google Play and other apps for Google on Cyanogenmod. For the S4, you're just going to want to click the ARM, as ARM64 is for the newer devices like the S6 and up. Also select the Android version, so for the tutorial mine is 6.0, then choose Mini or Micro for Google Play. Once GApps is finished, place that on the desktop as well, but don't extract it, leave it as a zip. Now plug your phone into the computer and make sure it's unlocked. Now if you click on your device and nothing shows, don't worry, you just need to make sure USB mode is set to transfer on your phone. So just scroll down the notification bar and click the USB options, and choose File Transfers. You should now see your phone's files, as well as your micro SD card. However, I forgot to put it in my phone at the time of the recording. If you're running TouchWiz, there is a high chance the phone is not rooted, so you can't back up apps. So you'll just have to re-download them. However, you will have to back up your images, movies, etc. from the phone to your desktop. Simply just copy everything from the phone's documents into a folder that you created. For contacts, make sure you go to the Contacts app, and in settings you can back up all your contacts to your SIM card, or back them up to a .vcf file. If your phone is rooted, you can use other alternatives. However, I'm going to do it the non-rooted way. You will now copy both the Cyanogenmod zip and the GApp zip to your SD card. Do not copy it to your phone's internal storage, as it will be wiped. Now turn off your device and unplug it from the computer. Once the phone is off, hold the volume down button and the power button at the same time. You should get this screen. Click the volume up button to continue, and plug the phone back into the PC once the device is in download mode. You are then going to open the Heimdall folder and then go to Drivers, and open the program inside that folder. Once the program is running, go to the options and tick List All Devices. Your device may be different to mine in the list, but I'm going to go ahead and select this one as it looks similar to the install instructions. Now that the driver is installed, you're going to want to go back to the main folder of Heimdall. You will now hold Shift and then right click on the blank space of the folder. You will click Open Command Window. You will also need the Cyanogenmod install steps as it has the command for you to copy and paste, or you can just pause the video and type the command in. Once you have entered the command, click enter and it should start flashing your phone. Make sure you do not touch or unplug your phone during the flashing as your phone will brick. Once the command prompt is finished and has completed successfully, check your phone to see if the blue bar is completed. Leave it for about 10 seconds just to make sure, and then you can go ahead and unplug the phone. You then want to turn it off and hold the volume up button and the power button at the same time. Once the Samsung logo shows and in little blue writing it should say recovery, make sure you let go of the power button once the logo shows, otherwise the phone will just restart. It may get stuck, so just leave it and it should eventually open T-Warp. Now that T-Warp is open, you'll get a little message, so just swipe down at the bottom of the screen. T-Warp has a backup feature to back everything up on the phone. However, you'll need a large SD card so you can use the feature. However, I'm not going to be using that, so just go ahead and click wipe and then advanced wipe. You are going to want to select these boxes. However, do not tick the microSD as that has the 2 zips we need for Cyanogenmod. Once the boxes are ticked, go ahead and slide to wipe. Once you have wiped your phone, you're going to want to go back to the home page of T-Warp and click install. Then click on select storage. You're going to want to make sure you select microSD to view the 2 zip files. Then you're going to want to select Cyanogenmod first, then click add more zips and add GApps. In the video I did it the other way around, however just to make sure it works, do Cyanogenmod then GApps. Slide to confirm and wait for the 2 zips to install. Once they've completed successfully, you can go ahead and reboot the device. Once the phone reboots, you should see the Cyanogenmod boot animation. It can take a long time for the first startup, however if it gets stuck on the logo, restart the phone and wait again. Once you go through the setup process, you should be able to use Cyanogenmod. You may get some errors that Google Play has stopped working, however they normally go away once you reset the device. If it continues to happen, you can try reflashing GApps with T-Warp, or choose to go with a stable version of Cyanogenmod. Once Cyanogenmod is all working, you can go ahead and copy your phone's documents back and import your contacts from your SIM card or the VCF file in the contacts app. But other than that guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.